But to start it all off, we have to talk about the captain, Jalen Brunson. Well deserved. I loved seeing that the Knicks gave him a platform to announce that he was the captain, gave him such a beautiful video package, and then allowed the media to ask him questions. And of course, one of the main questions come up was, Jalen, why did you sign that extension with the Knicks and leave about, I don't know, $113 million on the table? Well, thankfully, Jalen Brunson, the leader that he is, didn't shy away from the question. Instead, he answered it directly. And that's all you could hope for from your leader. Today, we're going to break down exactly what he said and why he revealed he signed that extension for the Knicks. We're going to break down that and so much more today. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. And make sure you have notifications turned on so you don't miss a second of the new content. And now, let's get started. Jalen Brunson reveals why he took a major pay cut to stay with the Knicks and sign that extension. And you know what? With Jalen Brunson being our leader, we all knew, even before he signed the contract, after Mikal Bridges was added here via trade, we all had an idea that he was going to do it. He was going to sign that extension because of his character, because of the person we knew him to be. And then at the conference or at the presser where they're announcing him as captain, and the couple of first questions they ask him, why did you sign the extension? He didn't hold back. Instead, he gave us the following information on why he signed that extension and chose to stay with the Knicks. And honestly, it's an obvious answer if you know Brunson. Shout out to Ian Bagley, Barbara Barker, and Fred Katz, all NBA insiders, for giving us the following information. Jalen Brunson starts his remarks at the captaincy event by thanking owner James Dolan. Your confidence in me and this team, it goes a long way. The way you support us, it's unmatched. Jalen did say in his first public comments on signing the extension, since doing so, he said he gives the Knicks more flexibility in doing it. He acknowledged that there are a lot of people who don't agree with taking less money, but I'm comfortable here. He's calling New York home. And then Jalen also says that taking this contract extension for less money, I knew if I did this, it would give us a lot of flexibility and give us a better chance to win. So clearly, he's announcing the reason why he signed the extension. Give the Knicks more flexibility. Make sure he's secure, taking care of his family. But even more than that, understanding, staying with this team, making sure we're in championship contention means that you have to make sacrifices. But those were just little tidbits of what Brunson had to say. Let's take a look at exactly Brunson's quote when he was asked this direct question. And shout out to Ian Bagley from SNY and the whole SNY crew for giving us the following information. So according to them, the question was asked to Brunson, so why sign the extension now? And according to Brunson, I think anyone who knows me knows what I'm about. I think about every decision that I make, and I'm completely comfortable with what I've done. I want to win. I want to win here. A lot can happen in a year. Everyone in this room has seen a lot happen in a year when a player waits it out. 2, I would love to be here. I want to be here for the rest of my career. Winning trumps everything that I do individually. Let me give you that one again in case anybody in the back didn't hear it. Winning trumps everything that I do individually. You know what that tells me? The contract, the money that he signs for. Everybody else cares about it a lot. Everybody wants to talk about it a lot, wants to question why Brunson signed that extension. But it's a very simple answer. He loves New York. He loves the Knicks. He wants to be here. He is respected here. He is valued here. He is a superstar here. He is our leader here. He was the captain before he was even deemed the captain. Nobody said that Jalen Brunson deserved captain. They knew it immediately. They recognized it immediately because of his work ethic, the way he handles himself, and the way he comes in and day out in that gym. He's earned it. He's earned it with that work ethic. And now the Knicks have made it official and have given him the title of captain. And it is well deserved. And he's obviously revealed that being captain is something that he's always wanted. He's thanked James Dolan for the invitation and obviously the ability to be the captain of the Knicks. But even more so, he calls the Knicks home. This is his home. This is where he wants to be. This is where he wants to win. Winning trumps everything. And that's why Jalen Brunson signed for $156.5 million, left $113 million on the table. Oh yeah, and by the way, another point here that doesn't get discussed enough. Brunson, in about 4 to 5 years, let's put it 5 years, will be eligible for likely a supermax contract. Do you know what that contract's going to be worth? Upwards to around $500 million. That's likely the contract extension he's going to get at that point in time. But even if he gets that money, even if he gets paid that money and he knows that's coming, it doesn't do anything to help him recoup the money that he just lost. All of the $113 million, he's never going to get that back. Now, maybe you can argue and say, well, he'll get it back with endorsements and sponsorships. Okay, that's another conversation. We can talk about that. But that $113 million that is left on the table, it'll never come back to him. It is a legit sacrifice. That is a superstar sacrifice. You can ask anybody in the league. Most people have already answered it. If they were in that same situation, they would have not done what Jalen Brunson did. And that's why they're not part of the Knicks. That's why they're not Jalen Brunson. There's only one Jalen. And he shows you why time and time again when he does things like taking the extension that he did, giving the answers that he's given you, and explaining why not only he's the leader, but he has to make sacrifices in order for this team to get better. And Jalen Brunson doing this, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the best things that I've heard all offseason long. We've speculated. We thought we knew. We've heard from a number of trusted sources, so we thought we had an idea. But you know what's better than thinking you know? Actually knowing. And the only way to do that is to hear it from Jalen Brunson himself. And we were so thankful to have the ability to do that. And Jalen clarified it all for us. And he addressed all his haters in the process as well, too. I don't care if you hate. I don't care if you talk. I want to win here. I want to be here. I want to be in New York. What else can you say? What else do you want your superstar point guard to do? This is what you want. Shout out to Jalen Brunson. Let's continue here. We have a little bit more of this story to cover here. Shout out to Alex Smith, I believe, from SNY, who gave us the rest of this information. Brunson also discussed signing his 4-year, $156 million extension, a deal again in which he left $100 million on the table to help the Knicks build out a championship roster around him. Brunson could have signed an extension worth up to $270 million over 5 years if he waited until next summer. There's a reason I wanted to say that. You guys need to hear the number. We say $113 million left on the table. The whole contract is $270. The whole contract is $270. Think that in for a little bit. $156.5 million, which he signed for this offseason. $270. And that's at least, what if he made All-Star again and All-NBA again? Doesn't that money go up? Doesn't that money increase? So he's possibly left more money on the table, but nobody wants to talk about that. And you don't have to. It's okay. We don't want you to. You know what you should talk about? This Knicks team doing what they need to do, making the sacrifices necessary to be the championship team the league doesn't want them to be, but New York knows that we are. You can try to hold us down. You can try to criticize us for making the moves, quote unquote, you wouldn't have made. But you know what? You're not in our position. If you enjoyed these clips from the live show, be sure to subscribe to the channel and have notifications turned on so you don't miss any new episodes or when we go live. Thanks for watching, Knicks fans, and until next time, peace.